all you heard was him, and then he's just kind of like...
Not 100% recovered from my little procedure I had done there at the hospital, feeling some pain.
That's amazing.
Welcome to another episode of
The Epic Family Road Trip.
In this week's episode, we didn't go on any major road trips, we didn't climb any mountains or do any epic hikes, but we invite you to just come along with us for a week in the life of the Van Stralen family. First thing Monday morning, we jumped in the boat and headed off the lake and drove about 4 hours south to where we used to live, which is Hockley Valley. That's where the rest of our family lives, that's where our doctors are, and it's also where we have a storage container with the rest of our stuff from when we sold our house a couple of years ago before heading out on the Epic Family Road Trip. If you remember from a couple of episodes ago, my sister, when we were out west actually, my sister was diagnosed with colon cancer, and so we packed up everything and we flew back home from Vancouver to spend some time with her. And now we can give you an update. She is doing a lot better. She just finished round 7 of chemo and had a CAT scan and had some tests done and found that some really positive results were happening. So the tumors were shrinking, which was such happy, exciting news for our beautiful Aunt Deb. And so since we were down in Hockley, the first thing we did was go over and spend some time with her and her wonderful family. I'm heading to visit my sister Deb now that we're here in Orangeville. I've got my colonoscopy tomorrow, but you might remember from a couple of episodes ago, maybe a month ago or so, we flew in from out west to visit my sister Deb. She had been diagnosed with colon cancer, and she's currently fighting it and doing really well. But while we're here, we're going to drop in and say hi. Was to, after we visit my sister Deb, which was a beautiful visit by the way. It's always so nice to see her and talk with her, and we spent about 4 hours, just under 4 hours, but it's a just wonderful visit. But anyway, the plan was to go after that to, we have a pod with some of our stuff still since we've been traveling. Things like mattresses and some tables and stuff that we're going to move into the new addition at the cabin now that it's done. But it's raining like crazy out there right now, so we might have to postpone that till tomorrow. Hopefully after I have my procedure done, I'm sure I'll feel fine, and we'll just get in there and get those mattresses. Plus we got the kids with all their strong muscles, and I'm sure they can handle it. And then we're heading back to the lake after that, sometime tomorrow afternoon. Hopefully the rain stops. Now, when someone in your family is diagnosed with colon cancer, they recommend everybody in the family gets screened or gets a colonoscopy. So yay, exciting day for me. I got to go in and get a colonoscopy. It just has to be done, especially if you're in your late 40s or early 50s. Even if you don't have a history in your family, I highly recommend you go in and get the scope done, because they can prevent a lot of problems down the road. They look for what they call polyps, and they can remove them before they become cancerous, if that's what's going to happen. So get your scope done. It's not pleasant, it's not fun, but it is definitely worthwhile doing. Going in to get my colonoscopy at the hospital, but man, it's raining here. We have none of this rain up north. It'd be probably good to get that fire ban off. Anyway, 7 o'clock in the morning. Carol came with me. And we'll get this done and over with and get back up to the lake, right babe?
Yes.
I had another procedure done while I was there, which had been scheduled for a long time, and so I'm still in a little bit of discomfort, but I'll tell you what, I'm not going to complain. I was so encouraged and strengthened to spend a bit of time with my sister Deb. You know, we thought we were going to go there to share some encouragement with her, and it really worked the other way around. She is so full of faith and strength and hope and a fighting and overcoming winning spirit that she is conquering her cancer in surprising and in amazing ways. And so we left there uplifted and excited and energized, and so, you know, she never complains. She's dealing with something a lot more harsh than anything we can go through, and yet she has just a smile on her face and a song in her heart. So yeah, that was a great experience to spend time with my dear sister Deb and her wonderful family. Next, we went to the storage bin, which is actually a sea crate, and we have that stored at the back of my dad's farm, and that anything that we didn't give away or sell when we sold our home, we stored in there. And so now it was time to unlock it and see what was inside. We forgot, half the stuff that's in there. It's been 2.5, almost 3 years, and so it was quite a fun experience to get in there, pull all the boxes out, and start going through some of those old memories. Now, we needed some things here. Now that we're able to move some of our furniture into the new addition, we needed our mattresses and our dining room table, and even this table, and things like that. Just so we kind of pulled everything out, sorted through it, loaded as much as we could into the motorhome and into the Jeep, and headed back up to the cabin.
We just opened the tiny little pod, and we're getting mattresses, some tables, lamps, and a few pictures and knickknacks that the kids have been looking forward to getting out. And it's pretty exciting, and not as much stuff as I remember, just mainly clothes and things that will be going to the Salvation Army later when we have time. So yeah, it's neat.
Find your old shirt. Fits me.
We got back up here to the lake, the sun was going down. We jumped in the boat, loaded some of the stuff, obviously couldn't take everything, and headed across. And when we got to the island, the construction guys were still working, which was a really nice surprise. And the electrician had been here in our absence, and all of a sudden there was some lights on outside, which we haven't had in 15 years. So these new lights were installed, and it looked amazing. It was so cozy, and now we'll show you around the cabin. We have some chandeliers in place, some new lighting, new plugs, new electrical, some flooring is in, a lot of the siding is done, the trim around the windows. It's really starting to feel like home. In fact, for the first time, we moved our mattresses into our own room. So everybody is sleeping in their own room, and we don't have our beds yet. We've ordered some log furniture and some beds that we hope to get next week. And so in the meantime, we're just putting the mattresses on the floor. But is it ever cozy? I mean, I've slept like a baby in our own brand new bedroom after a whole summer of working on it. It was quite rewarding and fulfilling to be able to do that. We just made it back to the lake. It was a long drive up here, but we are going to load a few things in the boats tonight, and then we'll get the rest tomorrow. And we'll get safely across the lake before it gets too dark. Let's do it.
All the flooring's almost in. Your room has a sliding door and everything. We have power now, so all the lights and stuff works.
Oh wow, it's
the bathroom.
Woohoo!
Look at it's only this.
That's
long.
gorgeous.
Cozy.
Yeah. Look at the flooring too. That's perfect.
Here where
Yeah.
the table's gonna
Beautiful.
look above where our dining table can go.
Mom, look it.
Imagine our dining table.
We just need bulbs.
Mom, come look at the.
Our dining table.
That is perfect.
It's so awesome.
That is awesome.
Our light.
It's got the flooring totally done except for like 2 feet of it. You said like 2
Oh, so
panels.
All the walls are
Oh my
really done.
word.
Just that. Look at the door
Can
too.
you cut what we would normally do is I would
The door.
So we just need one thing there, that, and then that flooring, and our whole room's done and we can stay in it. So beauty.
Look at that detail.
I know.
So we can do that, I'll save it for the end.
Look at that, how they cut it
Yeah.
to each log.
Turned out nicely.
Good morning. So we're back at the island, and it's nice to see the progress the carpenters have made. And the electrician was here, got some lights in, and that deer antler chandelier over there. They're starting to put in the flooring. It's really starting to come together. It's exciting. The boys slept in their own room for the first time, even though they're sleeping on the floor. There's no bed in there yet, but we're expecting the bed to be delivered soon. Things are really coming together. There's the old original cabin, and we're standing in the new part. Pretty exciting. Hey, we came back to the marina to get the 3 kids mattresses, me and Dan. Carol and Caroline and Pete, they've gone up to town to get some more supplies for the construction crew. They needed some 2x4s and things like that, so they've gone into town to get that. And me and Dan were going to get the mattresses, but I don't know. I'm having some pain after yesterday's procedure. I had the colonoscopy and one other procedure done, and man, yesterday I must have been going on adrenaline because I was working, lifting and doing things, but today I can't even sit down. So Dan the man took care of it himself. Way to go, buddy. I just went up to the marina to talk to the owner there, and I came back and the mattresses are here. And good job, Dan. I don't know how he lifted those by himself, but he did. Good job. So tomorrow is a very special day. It's Carol's birthday. We're really excited to celebrate that tomorrow, but really the whole weekend is a special weekend. For her birthday, my brother-in-law Keith, which is Carol's brother, and his wife Caitlin came up from Ohio to spend the birthday weekend together with us here at the lake. Now, if you go back a couple of episodes, we have one called Jeep Camping in Ohio, and we did that with Keith and Caitlin as well. They're a really fun couple, and we enjoy every minute we get to spend with them. So having them up here at the lake this weekend is just a special birthday treat for Carol. Happy birthday, babe. Now, Keith and Caitlin brought along with them our cousin Riley from Oregon, who happened to be with them in Ohio. So it's really special on Carol's birthday weekend to have such special guests here with us, doing all kinds of fun activities. All together, we've been doing some fun things around the cabin this weekend. We got out fishing. We're doing some slackline practice. Hitting the sauna. It's perfect in this rainy weather. Get it warmed up in the sauna and then jump into the lake. So I invite you to just kick back and enjoy life at the cabin. sauna at 7:30 this morning. It's now about 6 o'clock and it's just ready, I think. I think it's pretty tender. Should be good.
All you heard was him, and then he's just kind of like, and then he started talking, but it was like 5 seconds.
Kodiak bear. Kitty is a look at you.
Everybody's going fishing. It's a perfect day for it. A little bit overcast. We're finally getting a drop or two of rain, and they're heading up the north arm to see what they can catch, and I'm staying back. I'm just not 100% recovered from my little procedure I had done there at the hospital. Man, I'm feeling some pain, but you know what? Nothing compared to what, say, my sister and people that are, you know, fighting off these terrible diseases, like my sister with colon cancer. She's fighting it every step of the way and never a complaint, nothing but a smile on her face. And so I am not, I determined, gonna complain in the slightest bit about any kind of pain or discomfort.
Nice.
I got it. Oh, yeah.
Wait, keep your rock.
Just while I was waiting here, out of curiosity, it was raining, so I went on the Ontario Fire website and I noticed that the fire ban, which has been on all summer because of the incredibly dry weather, was lifted 2 days ago. And to celebrate, we have our first wood-burning fire outside in over several months, so that's exciting. I think the kids will be excited when they get back from fishing that we can now burn again, carefully of course. But there's nothing like the smell of a campfire. You just can't beat it. We bought this little propane fireplace to this thing here, to kind of simulate a campfire, but it's just, you know, and it's nice, it's cozy, but it's just not the same. You just can't beat a good wood-burning fire. It's also the first test of our steel roof. First time, I think, that rain is hitting the roof. It's a beautiful sound, and we'll be able to see how well it does. It's not a lot coming down, but so far so good. So there's just a lot of fine details left to be done in the cabin. There's some window trim and some doors to hang, a bit more siding to go up in the kids' room, the screen to go on the screen porch, but really that's it. We're just down to the final details. Now we are expecting a delivery of some furniture next week. That's going to be exciting, so our beds can be set up. We're hoping to see a wood-burning hot tub that we ordered earlier this spring. That should show up hopefully next week as well, maybe the week after. So things are really coming together after a whole summer of working, right from starting digging the foundation to now. It's been an epic summer of hard work, but really fun and rewarding work, and we're excited to get it all wrapped up very, very soon. One of the big projects we've been working on is also my office, which is going in, and so, imagine being able to, for me it's exciting to be able to work with the view of the lake in the background. It's just such a beautiful spot to have an office. As you may or may not know, I do speaking, public speaker, and I coach. I'm an executive coach, and now with the internet up here, I'm able to do a lot of that right from here in the cabin. And we've been working hard on another project for the last couple of months, which is our website. And so if you go to epicfamilyroadtrip.com, you'll get a glimpse of the new website. And a portion of that is petervanstralen.com, which really talks about my speaking business. But check that out. It just recently launched. There's a few tweaks to be done. Now, coming up very soon on our website will be our store, our product store, where we feature the gear that we've been using for the last couple of years on the Epic Family Road Trip. stuff that is really good quality. It's stood the test of time. We've put all these things through a real rigorous test over the years, climbing mountains with these different products and taking them all over. A lot of these things we used every single day. So when we have a product that we really like, we'll feature it on this channel, and then you can check it out. If you're going to do your own epic family road trip or your own adventure with your family, check out some of these products. We love them, and we've used them, and we think they're the best.
And in the meantime, we'll see you down the road.